Good morning. I wonder if I should close that curtain or blind. Good morning, whoever's there watching. Daniela, are you there? If you clicked on this by chance, my name is Gary. I'm from Sheffield. I'm a YouTuber and I've got 5,000 videos at least. Please watch them. I'm going to sign out now because I need to go to the toilet. Well, should have watched here. Sit down. Oh, belong. Maybe I should have like be back in 5 minutes. I'm doing okay, a bit groggy from last night, but Dan, can you do me a favour? Can you just type in a comment, Gary's gone to the toilet? Oh, back. Oh, that feels a lot better. Hello, Davey. Do I know you, mate? Okay. What was your which advice, D? I'm always giving advice out. Sometimes, sometimes people even listen to it. My friend from England, he's a baggage handler, and he tells me that BA have laid off 12,000 people. It's not good. What you should know, or what you should do, what did I say? Oh my god, I had a lot of wine last night, but I'm sure it was all, it was all legal. Read books, read read biographies and autobiographies, but not things like Katie Price. I'm talking about famous people, entertainers, sports people, movie stars. Movie stars' biographies are very interesting, but like read it. Don't watch it on YouTube. Read the book. Well, I got a flat tire on my bike, the small nail nut. I put some air in that, put some gasoline in it, and then remembered that this gusto started opening up at 8 o'clock. I decided to have a good breakfast because a lot of people gave me money last night. Thank you very much, everybody. Uh, then I'm gonna try and fucking make a new start to life. In the well, at the worst, well, the world's at its worst time ever. I want to start afresh. You could call it bad timing. How's your day been, Davey? You had a lot of homework for school. Get it done, good lad. Which country are you in, Davey? Oh, Ireland, you're in the north or the south. I've been watching, Janet Devlin, the young girl, that was on X Factor. Beautiful red hair, that girl. Hello, Tony. So, Dave, what are you doing? Well, Counter Wicklow, that's very famous. I bet it's very nice and green. What's in my mouth? Remnants of food that got stuck in my teeth. If I was a hippopotamus, I would have birds that would come in and take it away, unfortunately. Plan, this is called Golden Week. Next week, this weekend, next week is called Golden Week, and this is when usually the airline companies and the hotels, they charge a fortune for people go, because it's one of the biggest breaks that the Japanese people have, and the airline industry charges a fortune for holidays and air flights, but not this year. How old are you, Davey? Wow, that's probably the youngest person I've ever had watching this channel. I will have to mind my words. Thank you. Yesterday was my birthday, and quite a few of the people that follow me, my channel, and they on these live streams, they gave me about 12,000 yen, I think. No, about 7,000 yen, 8,000 yen. And so that will help me pay my internet bill and my electricity bill next week. So thank you very much. It's very, very helpful. And then hopefully in 2 weeks' time I can get a proper job instead of fucking about. Oh, sorry, using bad language there. Please, thank you. Oh, you want to take these like butter things, yeah? And that one. Thanks. Yeah, so now I'm officially 61 because unless I was born on a Thursday, and my 61st birthday, which is that right? So my 61st birthday was also a Thursday. My son was born on a Thursday. Thor, also born on a Thursday. No, I like to think I'm a responsible, but also probably less likely to swear now you say you're young, and but also I haven't been drinking, so. I cannot find my shaver. I need to shave my head. I haven't had a bath for 2 weeks. I haven't had a bath for a month, I think. They closed down the bathhouse. I don't know if the big bathhouse is open. Maybe I should go and check it out. My granddad is from Ireland. Well, his grandma, my great granddad and great grandma, they're from Ireland. And my granddad was born in England, which makes him 100% Irish. My mum 50% Irish and me 25% Irish. So if my granddad had been Catholic, I'd have gone to a good school, but I would have been beaten by the nuns and the priests. So it's a payoff, innit? You can get educated and be tormented all your life by these memories, or you can be dumb and not be, and just be tormented by the memories of being dumb. It's a crapshoot, as they say in America. Or are you asking me if Japanese are okay? We were only taught 25 letters of the English alphabet. True. I don't know why. I'm just going to go to the toilet again because I had a big breakfast and then an extra slice of toast. Oh, that's better again. So I'm watching that Ed Sheeran video. Watching the Ed Sheeran video, uh, I want to go in that pub, Grafton's, that they were in Galway. Is there a lot? is it a lot better now in Ireland? I mean, can like Catholics go into Protestant areas and vice versa without any problems? Oh yeah, so if you can, anybody's watching, if you can switch, go to my channel, or Gary, and just while you're in quarantine, just switch on and just type in our Gary, then type in any subject whatsoever, and a video will come up. I've made like 5,500 videos, and if you can just watch it, click the ad, just watch, and just watch it till the end. If you can do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. You know, if you're not, if you're not doing anything, you'd be doing me a big favour. So, would you? Well, I guess you won't be in the pubs, but do people from the north come and visit? Like, I'm guessing that the south might be more picturesque than Belfast. Oh, the big girl's looking at me. I've got like a few friends from Ireland that watch, and there was one particular guy. He's phoned me up at fucking 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning when he's with his mates, and he was on the Olympic rowing team, so he was going to come to Tokyo this year for the Olympics, but obviously that's all been cancelled now. And he was here last year practicing, but unfortunately, thank you very much. I can't see who's donated that, but thank you. Oh, Tome-san, thank you very much, Tome-san. I appreciate that. So what he's saying is, happy birthday. I am a Japanese, and I can't see. Yeah, I don't know those last two kanji there. But inside that, so with Japanese kanji, they're made up of bits, and that first kanji over the top is like a roof, and then inside that is kokoro, that's the heart. So thank you very much, Tome-san. Matsuko? Matsue kana? Why a bit of, well, I just thought it was a very funny video. I actually want to do more of those with different animals like Mickey Mouse. I've got some Mickey Mouse Matsue. I went to a batting centre and I tried to do this video. I've got like a stuffed Donald Duck. And so when the ball was released from the machine, and then I would shout "duck," and then the ball hit the stuffed animal. So that, or it hit Donald, and so it was very difficult to make the video because the people from the batting centre were coming round to check what I was doing. Hello, Tony. Well, hopefully there was only 70 new cases in Japan. I really hope this is the next week or so we can, or the next 2 weeks, and we can reduce that even further. That'd be great. But I'm in a restaurant now, so a lot of places have closed down. But this restaurant, they've just like reduced hours, but it's not as busy as it usually is. But if someone starts coughing seriously, I'm out of here. Is that Tony Montana, that character from that gangster thing? There was, the guy from what do you call it now? Scarface, yeah. There's an American, Dana Carvey. Dana Carvey does that character. Dana Carvey's so funny. And he was on what you call that little guy from Saturday Night Live, Joe Dirt. He was on his show. My memory's fucking going. So he was on his show as Tony Montana. Fucking unbelievably. Top 5 funniest people in America. Dana Carvey. And Dana Carvey's character in what was that film with Mike Myers? Fuck, my memory's going. I'm gonna have to start taking some fucking omega-3. Fuck, it's going bad. What do you call the film with Mike Myers and Dana Carvey? That crazy film. Well, his character in that movie was based on his older brother. Talking about now. Yeah, Dana Carvey is a man. I guess there are some women called Dana as well, yeah. Get Dana Carvey, Garth. Wayne's World. It came to me. So Wayne's World, yeah. Maybe I should watch that again. I think that film stands the test of time. I was seeing this Japanese girl and she got me onto this Wayne's World. Sex man. Your Nick man. What do you mean? Have you got it mixed up with Yannick? My teeth are falling apart. That side. Looks like I've been chewing too much food on this side of my mouth all my life. Have any of you seen that thing on Facebook? And it's to give you a square jaw and bite on this piece. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's a piece of rubber and you bite on it and it's supposed to give you a strong jawline. Hey, Fog. Did I score any Japanese? The closest this woman was playing coy with me in the hub, and she leaned across and she started plaiting my beard, and while she was doing that I was playing with her arse, and that's the closest I've been to any kind of physical contact with any woman for a while, and she was really nice. In fact, I went in, I went in the following week, hoping that she might be there. And then I saw someone else, and she says, and my mate said to me, "Who's with that bloke's arse that you were feeling last week?" That's a joke. It was a woman. Gonna get a drink. Right. Right, changing to healthy fruit juice. Okay, we're back. So my good old friend, all right, David, cheers, pal. He's 88, he's 89 soon, and his son's a dentist. And I went to his house one day or his office, and he got like two or three teeth missing, and then he says, "Oh my son's going to be putting the new ones in." Implants into his mouth. The implants are about $1,000. And then I'd never noticed, but what his son had done, he didn't have like a nice new implant, so he matched the colour of the implants with the same colour as his other teeth. So that was quite interesting. And it took me a while to know, because when he had two or three teeth missing, it was quite obvious that like what had happened. It stood out, but I never noticed when he had the new ones put in. So I'm thinking, if I won on the lottery, I might have that done. One down here, that's actually gone into the gum, and I don't know if that's dangerous or what. So they would have to like cut open the gum to try and get the tooth out. So that wouldn't be very nice. What time is it now? Is that all it is? 9:40. I guess that's probably right. So I feel. Oh, has everybody got Netflix? I've got Netflix, but the screen that is coming up I bought it for my daughter. Then my daughter returned the favour, and but the screen is looking very strange. Hey, geek, missed you last night. Yeah, I was on for about 4 hours, and Ezra, she was chatting well late. The last, I think. I had that with that $25 you sent me. I bought a $20 bottle of champagne and a bottle of wine, and then I spent a lot of the day making fucking stroganoff, and it wasn't as good as I'd hoped it would be. So I was a bit disappointed, rushing around trying to make this, and so I was pissed off actually when I went online. I always find that's why sometimes it's best to do things on the spur of the moment. Because if you plan something out meticulously, and then you are looking forward to it so much, it's that much easier to be disappointed when something goes wrong. So never look forward to anything, even your death. Morning, Peppo Paul. Didn't see you there. Squeezed in between Geeks comments. I tell you, Geek, I've been looking for cheap lemon. I found some cheap lemons the other week, and I managed to get. Oh, she's a big girl. Oh, is that girl that works? Next to my warehouse, opposite, there's a. No, it's not. There's a very big girl, but she's got the most prettiest of faces. I was making margarita. So when I have, do you want to look at this big fat bum? She's a big girl. I said it before. That American saying, when if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But nothing wrong with fucking lemons. Lemons are good. Oh, there's two of them. There's two big girls. Sisters. I'm just going to give a closer look at these two girls. I'm getting a bit like that very rich man who Leonardo DiCaprio played. Getting very OCD. So I just touched the buttons to pour this in, and I touched the scooper to put the ice in, and I just thought, well, I've got to wash my hands. So God knows what it's like for these people with OCD now. I got some. Jenny sent me some money. Danielle sent me money, but it needs to be cashed. There's only one bank that will cash it in Japan, and it's in Tokyo, and I need an account. And there was this guy from Australia, and he bought me a drink, like 200 yen or something like that. Then he bought me another drink. Then he bought me another drink, and then he sent a load of money. So that was very funny. So and nice. So I was just saying before, Geek, I get that money from PayPal, and I'll be able, with my Patreon money, I'll be able to pay the internet bill about 6,000 and my electricity bill about 4,000. And then I've got 10,000 left. So hopefully after maybe next week Friday I'll go to the job centre and just say, look, I'm going to get my licence soon, and then start looking for a driving job, says he. Yeah, I'm thinking of having another birthday next week. Be like the Queen. That was my official birthday yesterday. Yeah, it's always. But the thing I'm making it this time, because I haven't been paying the rent. If I'd been paying the rent, I would be in shit street. So if I get the money from the government, 100,000 yen, I'm going to pay some rent to let them know that I'm still alive. But like I say, I fucking paid 20 million, over 20 million for that fucking place. So I'm not leaving anytime soon, whether they want me to or not. Fucking those two girls, geek. One of them, on fucking tits, are absolutely massive. They're fucking massive. They're like footballs. One in each bra cup. The last time I saw a pair of tits like that was when I was in my early 20s. When I was 22, I was in Crete, and I banged this Greek girl, Norwegian girl, sorry, Anna-Rita Oversen, and she was a postwoman. But that was a great night of sex for her. Oh yeah, I would love to lay down with that girl and just play with it. Oh, she can speak English. Do you? If I see a woman that like is walking towards me, and for example, they show a bit of leg, or they've got nice boobs, or they've got like this, for example, but without as much hair. When they walk past, I say thank you. Do you ever do that, Greek? Do you think you can get away with that in America, or would you be like calling the police, having you up for sexualizing her? I'm not being smooth. I'm just being appreciative. Women by far are the best. They're the best creature, without a doubt. No, but unfortunately, in America, they know that now, and so they take it too far. Have you ever heard that, geek, with the? Yeah. I think we've all done that, geek. You're trying to be nice, and then the wrong words come out. Well, I think maybe the best thing is just to be kind, geek. Oh dear, the big girl's coughing. Well, I just wonder, is there a? I'm saying now, like if there was a site for like shy people, and then you'd never know, there would still be people that would abuse that site. Hey, Dashcam, thanks for all those drinks last night, pal. Yeah, well, if it's if well, like I say, if you want to, if it's, I'm in Gusto Cafe Restaurant. Yeah. So I went on to Cupid.com when it started many many years ago for Japan, and it seemed a very normal site then. But now it's just you're just bombarded with fucking all kinds of crap, and it was the same with there was a adult there was like a sex site, something adult adventures or something like that, and that was the same thing. People put the photographs up, but they would never want to get in touch. All they wanted was like either some, even if it was only just upmarks, because if they got a like, they went further up the fucking challenge, further up the ratings. I met one woman from one of those sites, a very small site, ended up banging her, but she had like fucking, she had fake tits and she didn't like me to touch them. But like that plenty of fish, I just said my advice, there's some right dodgy people on that side, man. Just go into a bar, if you see someone, smile at them, if they return a smile, offer to buy them a drink, you know. But Gaijin Getter, that sounds alright, yeah. But but if you're in, for example, if you're in a bar and you say, "Woman, would you like a drink? Would you like a glass of wine?" and it says like $4, $5, $6, and that's the only thing you talk. But if you're in Gusto's and you buy someone a glass of wine, it's like fucking, it's $1. So, so she's gonna think that you're a right cheap bastard. If I can buy you fucking dollar glasses of wine all night or until you don't need any more wine. Well, what was the, you know, when was the girl all right? Did you just do what? Did you just do meet her once, or did you have a few dates or whatever? And I think someone was talking to me last night, and they were saying that, oh, it was Jenny and Ezra. They were saying you talk to someone, and then within like one or two questions, it's saying, "Do you want sex?" What kind of fucking idiot does that? And if someone does do that, they're probably scamming you. Did you? So did you actually go out with her like several times, have sex, and or you just, or was just like a sex friend type of thing? Oh, I didn't realise it was a free site. I didn't realise it was free. Yeah, it's on Facebook now, and I've just like been taking the piss out of the people on it. She took you to dinner. Wow. Hey, that's when you tried it. Akihabara. Oh, you were in Japan. Right. Well, when I did judo, there was a young girl that did judo, and she was, she wasn't your typical Jap. She had really buck teeth, and she said to me, "Can we go out and I'll pay for everything?" And like I didn't want to see, I didn't want to abuse her or anything like that. I certainly wouldn't have fucking poked her. But I wouldn't have mind like for her to enjoy herself or to be seen with a guardian, whatever. I wouldn't have minded doing it. We never did it, but I wouldn't have minded doing it. I had a similar thing with a girl from the Iranian embassy in Tokyo. I used to deliver documents to the embassies and companies, and she invited me to her house one day, and I should have banged her. I should have banged her really, because she offered me a drink, but it was just a strange. It was just a strange experience. But like I said, I should have done it. Yeah. Oh, this girl's tits. Oh, that and her sister's got even bigger ones. Oh dear. No, yeah. Sometimes I don't mind people talking. I don't mind people. I don't mind having a few questions with those people. There was one guy in the hub, and he was a medical student, and he's talking to me, and he's saying, "How's my English?" And there was nothing wrong with this guy's English. I says, "Look, you know there's nothing wrong with your English. I know there's nothing wrong with your English. You're just looking for compliments. You're a fucking fake. Fuck off." And he's coming past me. I'm stood at the bar with someone, and he comes past me, and he offers his hand to shake his hand, and I says, "No, fuck off." And I don't like people like that. That they say they just want to, not not they don't want to practice. They want to tell you how good their English is. They're looking for compliments. I don't like cunts like that. Some Americans are like that. Trying to impress you. On a kidding, geek. That's one of my jokes that I like. Is especially when I first came here. I was like 30, but a lot of the people at the language school I taught at were young Americans and young English people, with the most of the teachers. Yeah, a few Australians, no Kiwis. Don't ask me why. So and because this was the first time I think a lot of them had contact with Americans, and a lot of Americans had contact with English people, and they had preset ideas of what English people were like, and the English people had students, just graduated. They had preset ideas of what Americans were like, and so the typical thing was that English people would say to Americans, "You stole our language and you fucked it up. You bastardized our language." And then the Americans would always come back, if if it wasn't for us in the Second World War, you lot would be speaking German now. And so I said, well, if it wasn't for the French in the colonial wars, you lot would be speaking English. Kissy horseface. Just look at the fucking length of that. I don't know if that's joined on. Look at that. That's down to my belly button. But I don't know if it's one. Woman with a man and an infant started playing with the kid from my seat. What be your nationality? Cornish. Oh, that sounded very interesting, didn't it? Yeah, well, sometimes. Yeah, I had an experience like that, but I was too young to understand, or I was too naive to understand what it was about. It was in when I was selling timeshare in Spain, and there was a woman and a man who invited me back, and it just got really embarrassing. I didn't get the click. Now I know what was going on, but I didn't then. Yeah, I had that here in the Red Rock. This woman, she was drinking my beer, and like looking at me, while her boyfriend was stood next to us, and he was really pissed off. He goes, "Look, I've got a drink. Why are you drinking his drink?" And it's she'd got like all these intricate tattoos. I've told this story before. She got all these intricate tattoos on, and she was fucking absolutely gorgeous. So if there, I don't know if there'll be any like in Sakai in Nagoya, they have like maybe five or six. They have maybe five or six festivals. You know, like so they have Belgian, then they have the which has become the Brazilian and South American one. Then they have the German one. Then they have a Thai one. Thai, not Taiwan, Taiwan. All these will have been cancelled because they probably just take so much preparation. It's and who says that people are going to come out to them in any way? You United Nutters. They do, because like geek knows like probably most of my life, and I do tend to repeat the same stories because some people that are tuning in haven't heard all the stories, so I don't want to really go on too much. Kawaharada Yuma loves you very much. Yeah, yeah. If someone could give me an idea who that is, do a search on your computer, geek. Dias Judo. Can somebody make a couple of comments so I can like move this, see what this guy's saying? I've got a cracked screen. I think I've now I realise why I've been forgetting my tablets, my blood pressure tablets. I think it usually occurs after I've had two bottles of wine. Do you hang about in that is it Grace Harbour or Darling Harbour? I went there just after it first opened in about 1989, I think it was, something like that. 1988, 89. No, it doesn't. It's the opposite, Dash. Especially beer. Beer increases it. So I don't drink as much beer as I used to. Especially when I can get a bottle of wine for 300 and a bottle of beer costs more money. So from the cheapest you could get, well, probably it's about the same price. That's the cheapest place at a at a beer keller, and that's like 330 yen. So it's about the same price. I can't drink that stuff, pal. And in fact, I basically stopped drinking the Chuhais in the shops, in the cans. I had some the other week from the restaurant near my place. Yeah, I've been drinking those 1 cups. But like I said, since I found that 300 yen bottle of wine, I've reduced those as well. But I also need to fucking stop. I need to stop, or else I'm never going to fucking lose weight. It's like that. You know something I didn't even know about? I was buying those 1 cups, and they're like fucking 160 at the cheapest, 200 yen, 250 yen. And all the time there's like a little box of fucking sake. There's a little box of sake for fucking 100 yen, 103 yen. Yeah, it's good wine, yeah. Look, I know the difference between good wine and bad wine. If it's bad wine, I won't drink it. And good wine usually costs 2,500 yen, something like that. But this for 300 yen, it's okay. Yeah, but if I had a shop, I don't know if I'll open my place again, but that would be the wine I would be selling. Yeah, those little boxes, yeah. Hey, I wonder if you could send them. Maybe I should send those overseas. I'm almost forgetting my idea as well. See, like what I would. So my idea is to put, the saying for Jesus Christ's sake. But sake is pushing towards his mouth a little box of sake, and then it just says for Jesus Christ sake. No, but you would get some dickhead fucking complaining. They'd see the price and they'd find something to complain about it. But if you were at a party and that was the only wine left, you'd drink it. Whereas if it was Japanese wine at a party, I don't think I might have tried like a glass of Japanese wine, and that's it. I wouldn't touch it again. Even if it was free, I wouldn't drink it. I'd give it away. Yeah, it's 327. It's 327 yen. It's from Spain. Oh, geek! By the way, I did see that. I saw it on Noah, but you were right talking about the oil. It was like minus $37, so they would pay you to take it. But the thing is, you can't go up and buy a barrel of oil. What, so you went out and started the fire? There was a Santa Rosa Parks. Santa Rosa Parks Department. There was a video. I didn't look at it. It just said this attractive girl on this video. How much does it cost to live in my city per day? And I think it was San Francisco was the city, your city, Geek, and it was like $1,700 a day. Yeah, just do a search on YouTube. How much does it cost to live in San Francisco per day? or it costs $1,700 per day to live in San Francisco. $5,000. I'm sure you can live cheaper than that in Japan, though. I just, honestly, like I've done some fasts, and it does work fasting, and that's what I'm thinking of doing now because I can't be asked to cook at home. I'm thinking of starting fasting again for like 2 days, 3 days at a time, and then eat in a restaurant. They're talking about cancer. They're talking about stopping buffets. A collective groan goes out from all the fat people in the world. So now I don't know if it's the same in Japan now because people touch bread. So what they're doing in Japan is every item of bread or patisserie they're put in a plastic bag now. No, it's because people keep on touching the food, don't they? They touch it and then they put it back. Yeah, for the virus, because of the virus. You got the biggest tits in the world, my love, and that's why I love you. And your sister, she's not doing that bad. I could do the two of you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pop up and have a look again. Hello, nights. Yeah, I just wondered that things will start to change. Bezos. If we start off with putting their fucking heads on spikes, then we might see a change. Looks like the British Prime Minister's still got problems. He did a speech and it looks like he's breathless. Was Breathless the name of a film? Could be in the future, it could be a film. Donald Donald Trump's life story. Brainless. Hey geek, you know these military schools that they have in America? For example, the one that Trump went to, and West Point, which is a very famous one. Is it a very high percentage of those students join the forces? Do you ever think, like, because of what Trump is, everybody can see him what he's for now? Do you imagine, like, being in that, working for that guy all these years? I wonder if anyone has worked more than 2 years for him, worked for Trump, like in his all that shit for more than a year. You know, what would I think maybe in America, because of what's happening now, they should start to reduce how much money they're putting into the fucking military. There was a video on Facebook, and it just showed you. It just went for about. It was about fucking 2 minutes or 3 minutes long, and it was just Donald Trump boasting about what he'd done or what he knows more than anyone. I don't know who is Roy. Who is Roy Holm? I don't know. Not a big fan of gay entertainers. I must admit though, when they were on television when I was a kid, how fucking old are they? They must be like 70 or 80 years old. But the one thing about that, no one ever thought they were gay. Not Tiger Attack, Chicken Attack. Chicken Attack video is one of the fucking best videos you'll ever see. Have you seen it? That was a long time ago, that tiger, wasn't it? Do you get this in America or Australia? That's a free newspaper. Spasiba. Yeah, the people have made the tribute videos, about 2 or 3 I think. I've always enjoyed them. Spasiba do svidania. It looks like if I want a Russian girl, I will have to get a job and then give her my money. I remember when, and the lesson, just don't get a big car. It's got to be. I saw on that, that show with that weirdo guy. Do you know how much? Do you know how much the tickets were to cuddle with a baby tiger or to have a photograph with a baby tiger? Do you know how much it was a ticket? $628. Because I was thinking, how the fuck did he? How can they afford? He got 200 tigers. How the fuck can he keep 200 tigers? Because tigers, you can't give them a fucking tin of dog food a day. And what I don't know, maybe I mentioned this before, geek. They used to go to Walmart and get all the food, all the out of date food, but also for the meat. If a customer took, like, because if you've been in these places, the pieces of meat are absolutely fucking enormous. You know, it took like 3 kilos, 4 kilos for a big fucking steak. You know, like they're fucking this big for a fucking steak, and. If they take it to the counter and if there's a problem with the customer not being able to pay, the credit card gets refused, they have to throw the meat away. Well, Mr. Bear comment. Look at these people. Apparently, if you can do that, and I used to be able to, it's some kind of a sign that you're in good condition. If you can join, if you can join your. No, I used to be able to do it, not now. So the tiger people, those faggots, they used to go and get all the meat, get like a skip load of meat to feed the tigers. And also the guys that were the guys that worked for him would also get the best. They'd find the meat that they wanted and they would have it as well. Just wondering if I should do a 3-day lockdown and study Russian for 10 hours a day. See how much goes in. When I drove across America, I went into a Taco Bell and it wasn't very nice. It looked disgusting actually, and I got the shits I think. And but now I think they've improved the Taco Bell. I forget the last place I went into one, but it did improve on the previous time. And if I go to Tokyo, I will be trying out the Taco Bell if it's open. Now I did it 2 weeks. I did it learning kanji, and I had a couple of books. One's an Australian professor, and it gives you some kind of rhyme and reason to remember the kanji by. And when I was gonna so studied it all day until 10 o'clock at night. Go to bed and the fucking kanji, you can't go to sleep because the kanji are just floating about in your fucking mind, in your memory. You just see the kanji all the time. And I knew someone. He's American, he's a Jewish guy, and he spent 6 months. Jews are really paranoid at best of times, and he spent 6 months learning kanji, doing it all, learning kanji and also learning Japanese. Japanese is very good, but I'm sure it sent him fucking crackers. I can't write it, but I can read it. I think I can read about 500 or 600. But or maybe I could write 20 or 30, something like that. The thing is, Dash, you gotta, with you need to I can, for example, if there's some notices, some signs or some messages, I can read them. But you, to read like a newspaper, you need to be fluent. You need to know like 2,000 kanji. The Toyo kanji is like 1,860, something like that. But there are just so many compounds, and it's not just. If you've studied a little bit, you'll know that they've got different readings. Depending on the situation, depending on what other compound it's with. But if you read the left hand side of the kanji, you can guess what I think it's called the teihen. If you read that, you recognise that, it'll give you an idea about what the kanji's got something to do with. I'm pretty shit with fucking pot. Like I said, I think I've got an idea to improve my Japanese by reading. That's it, the radicals. Yeah. So when the like I say on Google Translate, they give the kanji. The Japanese give you all the kanji, but underneath the kanji, there is also the romaji, and which is a lot easier for us to read. And I think if you concentrated on that, then your grammar, because in this acquiring language video I was watching, your grammar, because we all learn grammar in our own tongue. We don't study it, we just talk, and we learn it naturally. And I think that's probably the best way to do it. Maybe for all languages, just keep on reading. But you can do that with Spanish once you know the pronunciation. You can do it with Spanish or Roman letter-based languages. You can do that once you know the different pronunciations. And maybe that's the best way to do it. She would write out entire books in English. So they say that if you write something out, if you just look at it, there's a certain percentage of what will stick in your head. But the best way to do it is by writing. It's by writing it. Well, no, it's never going to be 100%, is it? But the good thing about, like yesterday, I wasn't sure. I wanted to check the pronunciation. And I just went to go in Russian, and I went to Google, and I just clicked on it, and that was good. That's a great thing about that. But I did a search. For example, if you get gairaigo, which is Japanese, in foreign words in the Japanese language, and I tried to do a similar thing for Russian. The Russian words that are in foreign words that became Russianized. I don't know what's the right term. Have been made Russian, and I couldn't find anything. I did several searches. I couldn't find it, and I think that the Russians don't. It seems that they don't want to say these are the words that we borrow from other languages. But if you do from the English point of view, they'll say Russian words that are in the English language, and there was, and they give like a list of about 20 or 30 words, and there's some words there like, that's not in the fucking English language. So it was quite funny that. And one of these words was for like a small waif child in Russian, and they said that's in the English language. Yeah, of course. No, but if your native language. So I had a go at someone yesterday because he said the easiest language to learn for an English speaker. And at the end of the video, I'm saying like, get to the fucking point. And he just gave the opinion of what was easiest for him. But obviously, I think because which appear in the Italian and Spanish languages. So for English speakers, for us, if we're all native English speakers, is the easiest languages to learn are Italian, Spanish, and French, without a doubt. Because I think with just a few certain tricks or lessons, Italian and Spanish, and French, they're very easy to pronounce. It's when you start to when German that gets a little bit difficult. Well, San Francisco used to be Russian, really. Oh, you used to live there. Brighton Beach is not full of gays, is it? The one in England is. So I wonder if they've got some settlers there then. Oh, that could be a question on that quiz show in America. There's a crime, yeah. Okay, here's a question for you. You remember Alibaba? What was the nationality of Alibaba in the book Alibaba and the 40 Thieves? Oh, I've never heard of those wines from that part of the world, Dash. I think probably the strangest wine that I ever tasted was Retsina from Greece. I, I've got an Iranian, I've got an Iranian friend, and he's got a big yard, and he ships. He has, but like I say, he'll give me 500 yen for a bicycle. But I took two the other day, and I found the plate. No, it didn't. It was some plates. Was it? No, it wasn't plates. It was fucking folding chairs. And they gave me 1,000 yen. I asked him about bicycles, but he wouldn't take my call yesterday because I've got about 7 bicycles to take him. And this is what fucks it all up. He's already got a yard of bicycles. So I'm sure that if he did take it, it'd only be taking him to be kind. In England, they're talking about keeping the over 50s in the house. But in Liverpool, most of the fucking over 50s are in the house because they're on the dole, won't fucking work. Oh, really? Where was that? This in Tokyo? Well, it all depends when it was. For example, if the market, I used to know this guy. He was from Burma. He spoke about 4 languages, and he used to have a big yard quite close to me, and he was selling. You can get 500 bicycles in a container, and he'd been probably selling those an average, but he does pay for them. This guy would always pay for bicycles, and but obviously he must be making. I guess if they refurbish them, yeah, I think he was sending 4 containers a month. You've left. Fucking lucky to get it back, pal. Oh, it doesn't. If you just saw it, doesn't necessarily mean that they're abandoned. They're just there. Yeah, I found it. I've actually found a few wallets. And the last one I found was like 70,000 yen in it, and all his credit cards. So I took all the money, and then I put a piece of paper inside with a smiley face on. Trucks going by every day with bicycles on, so it's a big business. And they're usually going to Dubai, and then from Dubai they go to different places. But the cheapest bike comes from China, which is about 10,000 yen, I guess. But don't forget, a lot of these bikes are high quality bikes. Some of them are very high quality. Some of the bicycles be 20 or 30,000 yen brand new. So if they spend like 1,000 yen on some new cables, and cleaning it up, and then they shove it back out for like 5 times the price they paid for it, they're happy. So my friend gave me a bike. I left it at my friend's yard, and some fucking nicked it. And the thing about this bike was, it was illegal because it had a little motor with it, so you could use it on the road, and yeah, it only lasted for about 1 hour, but it was fucking pretty cool. My friend gave it me, fucking lost it. Well, it was stolen. Right, guys, I'm going to get off. I'm going to check on my tyre, which has got a nail in it. Then go a couple of dumpster diving and contact my Iranian friend. Dash, who else was here? Knights was here. He's gone, is he? Can't see him now. If he's still here, and anyone else that's here, thank you for watching, tuning in. See you later. Bye bye.